Samuel.
Something that not to go to World Cup. Nothing except doing the same. 3 things they will do. In that captain, maybe a tongue or a tongue or whatever it is, that tattoo captain lead us to World Cup. Sir, man, who will fail. 1, 2. If you don't find alternative for one party or one party, we will fail. That is true. 3. Get another striker out of secret. Then bring 5 new Super Eagles who are a good footballer. Go and woo them into that team. Those people that are paying now, if we represent us, they will pay us.
All right, guys, that's the voice of our senior prophet, the man that have seen it all, the man that have said it and it to happen the way it should be. Official Alpha, official, let me start with you on this one. Primate Ayodele has come out to highlight 3 things that the Super Eagles has to do to qualify for the World Cup.
3, like more than 4, because
okay.
there was a bit of comma in what.
Yes.
You know, Nigerians, we are spiritual people. Let me say Africa as a whole.
Okay.
We are spiritual people, so there are people that tend to believe what Primate Ayodele said.
Yeah.
And in what he said, it made a lot of sense. But some of the prophecies, I don't actually believe in what he said. I briefly was able to highlight about 4 things if I could understand from the video.
Yeah.
He said Ekong should not lead the team.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said we should get an alternative to Mabali.
Yeah.
He said we should get another striker aside from Victor Osimhen.
Yeah.
And finally, he said get young and homegrown talent that we need to solve and get homegrown talent. Looking at these 4 things they highlighted, I think we have basically said it all, except from the side of Trust Ekong leading out the team, because a lot of us tend to believe that he's a fantastic captain.
Leader.
Okay.
I think it's been long we saw this dressing room fight, rifts. We have seen the brotherhood, the spirit, the oneness in the squad ever since he has been appointed the captain and everything. Though he's still acting as vice, but all of us, I think, he's our official captain because he has been there through thick and thin for the boys. So I think that's the only one I want to disagree with Primate. You understand? But the idea of getting an alternative to Mabali, I think is
long overdue.
Everybody see. You understand? Because
it's crystal clear.
You're not playing so well for your club side. You understand? Your club side willing to let you go for a free. You understand? Looking for alternative to replace you and bringing that kind of performance to the Super Eagles. Though a lot of people have said we should cut him some slack because he's going through a lot of feed issues, which I will understand because he lost 2 people so close to him and everything. But I think that's why the way we don't tell people how to grieve and everything. It's just that we feel that okay, if you are not in the right state of mind, you should step aside. You understand, to give other people that we feel are in the right state of mind to take us to where we are going. So I think I want to agree with him on that aspect. The other one is about getting another striker aside from Victor Osimhen. This is what I'll be saying, that we need to share the goals across all aspect of the game of the field. You understand? Not just depending on goals from Victor Osimhen. In the qualifiers, we saw what happened. He scored the goals, and after we
came off
him, nothing happened again. You understand? Ademola Lookman needs to start chipping up with goals. Moses Simon needs to start chipping up with goals.
Have to
the midfield needs to start balancing up. Even the defenders are not left out with set pieces. And it's a good thing that in the last Unity Cup, in the last friendly, we did not see Victor Osimhen and Ademola Lookman played, and we're able to score
some goals
in all matches. We're able to score goals. You understand? Against Russia, we scored. Against Ghana, we scored goals. Against Jamaica, we scored goals. So that's a testament to trying new other things in case we don't get to see Victor Osimhen, because injury is part of the game. Nobody plans for injury. Suspensions are part of the game. You understand? So I think I will agree with him on that. And the last one is say get young and homegrown talent, of which Chelle is trying to do. Because in his last, he has coached us our 5 games now, and these 5 games we have seen different young talents, new names in the call-up list. I think he's buying into the idea. It's just that time is actually a problem for him. So him trying to give them minutes in the main match is a problem. But calling them, camping with them, training with them, you understand, calling them up is something that he believes in, and hopefully with time, like I've always said, it's a long-term plan. You understand?
But eventually it's going to work out.
But hopefully it works out.
Hopefully. Thank you so much, official. But you already laughing.
Yeah,
you share a different opinion.
The man who saw tomorrow, Nostradamus.
Okay.
But this is our own. Is the man who saw the World Cup.
The World Cup qualifier.
I think Primate Ayodele has always had his prophecies around football and other walks of life, politics and all that.
Yeah.
He has been spot on in some and others not. But I think this is, for me, this does not feel like a prophecy. It feels like admonition.
Okay.
Stating the obvious.
Yes,
Obvious,
actually stating the obvious. It's like forecasting. He had only given us ticket codes before that did not work. So that's why whenever he says something, I try to sieve it. I try to sieve it. I put my hard-earned money in that and I lost. Okay, so looking at what he said, one,
Ekong.
he looked at tattoo, you know, which is the African thing too.
Yeah.
But they don't forget that tattoo is our culture, so let that slide. I think Ekong is a wonderful leader. He has shown that off the pitch and on the pitch. We saw what he did against when we went to Libya. We saw that massive leadership role that he played. We've seen what he did at the last AFCON. We've seen what he has done throughout this period. So I think Ekong is not a problem for me.
Yeah.
Then go to when he talked about Nwabali, we had sat down here countless times and looked at other options for us. We looked at Adebayo. We've looked at even Maduka Okoye. So for us, it is a problem. That's why I feel like it's not a prophecy. This one now, something way we know Sinai be our challenge right now. We cannot bank on only Nwabali to go to the World Cup. And then thirdly, the backup plan for Victor Osimhen. We saw Siri Desas came in the last friendlies and did his own bit. We bashed at Victor Boniface for not stepping up because he was obviously the person that was supposed to be the backup plan for Victor Osimhen. So I think that to us again is another reason of concern. But with Desas coming in right now, though at 30, we feel like he can still do better than what other players have to do. Then Tolu Arokodale is there, which is also a good lad. Hopefully he's going to make the move to a big team this season. We'll get the better of him. Then homegrown players or better legs rather. Better legs, new players, fresh blood. Another good one. And we saw that play out in the last friendlies. Unity Cup, Russian friendly. We saw a lot of new legs. We were comfortable with Benjamin Frederick. We were comfortable with all these other smaller boys. And it is a good one for us. Although it might not be immediate. That's the truth.
Gradually.
It takes time. Chelle said it. Time is the enemy of the coach. And I think with what we have right now, it might be so difficult to give that 5 that number he's saying. 5 is too much of a number. But I think 1 or 2 for now would be a good addition. So I totally agree with our Lordship. Yes.
Lordship,
yes. I will now ask him this. Lordship, please go and do fasting. Are we going to qualify for the World Cup?
Or not?
Or not? That's one. And then on the personal note, is Arsenal going to win the Premier League next season?
Please don't bring us to this.
It matters to me.
Please don't bring us to this.
On the personal note. So he has just 2 prayer points for me. I would pay for it.
I don't think Arsenal.
Please don't bring Arsenal to it. Arsenal is crystal clear. We don't need any fasting.
It's more like a course on that one. That's your problem. The only thing I have with the whole prophecy thing and everything is it would have channeled the prophecy to the right channel.
Okay.
You understand? Because I think yesterday was Sunday.
Yeah.
You understand? So probably he was doing his sin and everything.
Okay.
I think he would have addressed it to the NFF or to Eric Shaw or probably to the players. Because he's telling his followers, which is the followers have a powers to effect these changes. Everybody's sadly
they will take the message.
Probably
out.
He's just putting out because he knows that probably to reach the right.
Yes.
Medium
and look at us now. We are now sharing it further to the world.
It's further to the world. Hopefully, like we said, it's just stating the obvious. And I think the World Cup. This just shows you how the World Cup is important to us as a nation. Because aside from we analysts, aside from football fans,
even the pastors are interested.
Even the pastors are interested. Because I won't lie to you, football takes your mind away from a lot of things. You understand? Some of us in this country, I think football is one of the only things that we still have that gives us joy. You understand? So I think it's a good thing that it touches everywhere. He knows most of the congregations watch football. So I think that is why it's branching into that aspect and everything. So football is another religion that does not discriminate. You understand? Everybody
no hate, man.
watches football. So I think it's a nice touch.
Thank you so much, Official. Thank you so much. Please, I'm not primate.
I know. You are his son.
I think Gochuku and Official agreed on primate Ayodele some aspect of the prophecy that he feels the Super Eagles should have done to qualify, or should be doing, or should do actually to qualify for the next World Cup. It's going to be a tough one, but I think it's doable. It's something that we can achieve. Ekong, he highlighted Ekong. He talked about Sterling Nwabali, of which we have all been talking on this platform. Ekong's need Sterling Nwabali need a replacement ASAP. And he also talk about the backup striker for Victor Osimhen prior to what happened in our last game where he was stopped off and then we get a 1-1 draw. And then he also talk about bringing new 5 players, of which Gotugo think 5 is too much, and official is agreeing with Prime Minister that 5 players can actually make the Super Eagles list. Now we want to hear your opinion in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. We'll see you again next time. Thank you.